Hey everybody, this is C Cat or Crystal Cat 73, depending on what I go on my socials. Today I'm just going to be going over some of the, I don't know when I'm going to do these crafts, but they're just like recent crafts that I recently kind of purchased or whatever. And something else that I just bought for myself that it's like was popular back in my day. And this is like, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's basically like a Jim in the hologram style, and this is Jim / Jerica. And it's a lot different from when I got it originally, like saw back in my day. And over here, yeah, there. Because it's like it used to be like her hair. I don't know if you can see it there. It's all pink now, and back in the day, it was like partly pink and it was partly blonde, and you were supposed to cover up the pink part with her hat or whatever. Like I don't know if you can see it right there. And but like I said, it's like I got it on sale at Walmart. I saw it, so I'm gonna get that. Let's see. It says plays theme song, but it doesn't say explain how it plays. Maybe I'll have to buy another one of these, like just to kind of that I can play with, like outside the box. If there's still any on this weekend, I'll maybe get one of them, and that like another one that I can just play with or whatever. And it's not as like cute as the original Jim and the Holograms dolls were, So let's see. And back then it wasn't really like in like Spanish either. It was like mainly English. And this was the poster. I still have this poster, and I still have like a lot of my gem stuff or whatever. But it doesn't like how am I supposed to like? I have to maybe look it online and see how it like plays like the music or whatever. Maybe buy another one that I can just open up and play with, because I'm gonna keep this one in the box. The one I'm really coveting though, it's like it was like let me get. So anyway, it's like the glitter and gold one, like never removed from box. If I could get that, like the original one, I'd be really happy with that. But they're really expensive. But anyway, it's like the show is like how the show usually goes. It's like, like it aired from 1985 to 1988. And Jerica Benton, it's like her father owned and her mother owned like a record company. And they die in a plane crash, and stuff. And then kind of like, she inherits the record company, but she also only has a mansion. And the mansion, and they used to like have like foster girl. The mansion, they keep like foster girls in it so they can get adopted or go into good families, but they keep them in this little mansion, so they, what I mean, so they can like, until they get adopted or they go back to their parents or whatever and stuff. But yeah, it's like that's the main thing that like the show is. And so, and she inherited the record company from her father, and he also has like kind of like I guess I don't know if it's called conservator, however, but like kind of like somebody that's kind of running it until she was old enough to run it, and he's kind of a douchebag, and his name is Eric Raymond, I think. So anyway, like she has a boyfriend named Rio, and we'll get into him. So anyway, she runs this like with her sister and her her sister Kimber, and and then like so they run the little foster home for girls, and that. So then like I said, she finds out her father has like the secret little like synergy like hologram machine where the name comes from. And she becomes an alter ego like Jim, who plays music. Nobody knows who she is. Nobody knows where she comes from, of course, because it's like she's an alter ego of her. And she runs it with her friend like AJ, Serena. God, it's been like such a long time since I've seen the show. And and some. Let's see, AJ. Let me see if I can find it on there. It's AJ, like Kimber, AJ, and Serena are the ones I don't know if you can see them on there, and they're the ones that like play in the background. And so she's the alter ego of the band or whatever, and like Rio gets attracted to like Jim, which is her alter ego, and like I said, he's so stupid that it's like he's like, oh, it's like I'm attracted to this person, and basically he's like, but I'm gonna be cheating on Jerica. But basically they're the same person, and she should just been honest with him up front, saying this is my alter ego, And I don't like, and I don't like I said, it's like I never in the whole entire movie. It's like they never do like actually find out. He never does find out her secret or the show or whatever. And it's like, but like I said, it's like just super stupid because it's like you think he would figure it out, like, hey, these are kind of the same people, but they're not. And then there's the Misfits, and the Misfits are like kind of like a punk rock band that hate them. And Eric Raymond basically goes and takes over, starts his own record company. It's a whole thing. You'd have to actually watch the actual series, like at least the first 3 series, like the first 3 shows, because that's the whole thing. But then they made a movie in 2015 called Jim and the Hologram. And the director, I guess he did like Transformers and a couple other movies. But, basically he was not a fan. And I don't think he understood the fans. And he did this movie, from being like an outsider, kind of like, it was a cash grab for him or whatever. And that, and basically he pissed off like a lot of like, pissed off like a lot of like the Jim and the Holograms. I'm just going to make this movie the way that I want to make it. Like, not understanding the fan base, because like if you took Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, took it where they lived in a cornfield, and that it's like they didn't have any of the ninja powers, a lot of the like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans would be pissed off. And I don't think he really understood that whole entire thing, like why they were pissed off or like whatever. I mean, you took a movie and like changed it completely. The movie that was like, now their parents like died. I think it's like, I don't know if they died in a plane crash or whatever. I don't even think the father didn't even own a record company, and they were staying at like a foster home. Her and her like 2 adopted sisters and her sister Kimber. And Kimber releases like her video on the internet, and she becomes super famous because she did a music video. And then a record company named by Erica Raymond. So Jim doesn't even like Jerica doesn't even have anything to do with the record company. And then like she meets like her son like Rio Raymond. Like Raymond or Rio, like, or whatever, and it's like, and he becomes like, I don't, I think I can't even get into like how annoying the movie, like the movie. It's got good songs or whatever, but it could have been any other movie besides Jim and the Hologram, because they go on this road trip. Like Jerica doesn't have any like power, and it's like they don't have like any like, I don't know, like it's like one of those things where it's just like, so they changed everything completely on in the like the movie. And I think they could have actually stuck to the same format or whatever of like the original movie and made it more modern. And they could have still done that. And it's, and it was like, and the fans would have been less mad. They could have made it modern. They could have like, done whatever. And it's like they didn't. They chose to completely change everything. I think that's why everybody was so mad at like Snow White. Because when they took Snow White, they took everything. They took away the essence of them, like both Snow White and Jim and the Hologram, and they took away their essence, and they took away the magic of it. That makes any sense. And this is Daisy's keyboard. This is why this is sitting here in case you want to play with it or whatever. But that's what they did. They took everything away from the original movie or the original show, and they took everything away and put it in this movie. And like all that was not there was not really much essence left of the original like show from this movie, except for it was called Jim and the Holograms, and that was basically the only thing that was like really original about it or whatever, and like maybe a little bit of like the characters or whatever. Otherwise everything else was like just taken away. And just so everybody wants to know, this is what I'm drinking today. Today I'm drinking like tahini, like a little bit of like lemon water with a little tiny bit of salt for hydration. And some of the other things I'm going to be working on in the future. Right now, I'm still working on this cat diamond art thing or whatever. But I got this in sale at Walmart, and it's going to be sticker art. That's one of the things that I've bought, and like I got on sale. I got this on sale, and this is kind of like called off of like not Legos, but kind of like Legos. Where basically it's like you make like the Legos like in a little like kind of this kind of format, flat, or whatever. And I don't know when I'm going to work on that. Maybe down the road, but I'm definitely like I want to do the diamond art, but it's like after I finish this one diamond art, I'm gonna take a break from it because I need a break because it's like this diamond art has been like the best of me, And then other thing, I got it on sale at Walmart. It's like a 3-in-1, so it's either a suitcase, purse, or like they call it suitcase, purse, or like little storage box. I haven't decided between the storage box or the purse. Maybe I'll do a poll when I get closer to doing it or whatever in that, but it's like I might do the purse because it looks like you can put more in it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So that's one other thing that I'm going to be working on, when I get down into it. Then also kind of like this is the wave. I've done some other previous projects. This is the video is not filmed yet, but it's like I might like again got it on sale at Michael's. I don't shop at the other like they call it store, that's the other craft store. And it's like I've done a couple of these or whatever in that, and it's like it looks okay, but like so they do these kind of diagrams here, where it's like you have to follow like with the numbers and like then do it on the thing or whatever. So, we'll see how it works out. Hopefully, I don't have to do the outline, whatever. If I have to do that, then I'm not going to do it. I don't know what's in it yet. I haven't opened it. Hopefully, I guess this is what it is right here. It's like this. Then you kind of like look at the pieces and like that shouldn't be too hard. I've done paint by numbers before. I'm not the biggest like with like painting or whatever. I'm more like a watercolor person. But Daisy will probably have to be put in another room when I do that project. And the other one, let's see, I'll go really quick. A couple more projects that I have. And this is going to be the final of the projects. Is I'm going to do another like artist loft like 3D ceramic piece. I did like a different one of these. It's like it hasn't aired yet the video. It's like I did a different one of these. I didn't get this one sell, but I had like where I got 20% off of it or whatever for the coupon. So that will be coming down later the road. And I also thought this is like I bought this was the last one on the show, Cat Diamond Art. Like I said, probably be a while before I do this one because I kind of need, like I said, and it's a little bit smaller than the one I'm working on now. But like I said, I kind of need a break from the diamond after fix it. And just because I thought it would coincide with this, like I think they would go perfect together next to each other, because it's like they kind of are very similar. And of course, it's the same company, so of course, it's like there's that. And I've got so much craft stuff that I really need to stop buying this. And my mom got this. I don't know if you can see. It's like a little like wood art piece, and my mom got it on a free table, and I'll probably eventually maybe get into doing that. But she got it on like a table for free, so I think because somebody else didn't want to attempt it. I mean, I can attempt it, and I can probably get it done. It's probably gonna have to be done a little bit off screen and on screen, just because it's like I don't know how to do time lapse. So, when you don't know how to do time lapse, it's like it makes things a little bit harder. But then I also bought this right here, and this is kind of like a blind box, like little like dragon thing. So we're gonna open it now and see like what's in there. See if I can see. I was like, and I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. So let's see. It's gonna be one of those. Oh, it's gonna be one of those that's gonna be a pain in the ass to open, where you have to rip the whole entire box to get it out. So basically, what it is, like one of these like little kind of dragon-y things. I don't really care what color I get. I just want one. So that's just fidget with. So let's see which one I got. Oh, I got colors that I like. So I don't know if you can see. And Daisy would probably like this too, but I probably won't let her play with it very much. And this was around like $9.75. So, and they have like a lot of other ones. Like they have ones that are much more like whatever. But yeah, kind of like a little fidgety thing. But those are all basically kind of the projects that I'm working on right now and stuff. But it's like, I know that, like I said, it's like, the gem. I wish, it's like I really would like to get the glitter and gold one. Like fans will know. It's one of those things like people will know what the originals are. The glitter and gold, like one never removed from box. But I think that's going to be like a really hard thing to find and in good condition, because it's just one of those things where it's like, when it's like the original stuff of anything, like original Legos, original what's, it's just kind of, it's really hard to like find the originals never removed from boxes, because it's like when we were kids, we didn't really know the value of stuff. We weren't like, oh, this is going to be like, a lot of money, worth a lot of money someday. And you didn't really think about that. I mean, I have Garbage Pail Kids around here somewhere, because all the other kids were doing them, and that it's like I had. And it's like one of those things where I probably should have kept the ones with the stickers back on the thing and I stuck them on like some random suitcase I ended up throwing away. But I didn't think, you don't think about that stuff at the time, and stuff. So it's like, you know, kind of like, and I had like a whole bunch of like box of minifigs, like Legos, which I really, really kept them because it's like now it's like they're a lot different shapes and they're different sizes. But I didn't think that, you don't think that maybe I should keep this because you're a kid, so you don't. And now there's some of them that people are like looking at want, But, that's my stream. I'm just going to end it now, because, I just kind of wanted to go over like whatever and stuff. We'll see if Daisy likes this. Maybe she will, or maybe she might be terrified. Who knows? And that she has the weirdest taste in toys. She'll probably like this more than the toy, this paper or whatever. But we'll see. But guys, thanks for watching. You watched Rock Glitter Socks, and thanks for watching. My whatever this rambling and like whatever these future plans I have. But I do plan to keep like this in the box, and I might like buy like another one if they're still like there on like when I go out to the mall and like go to the Walmart on Saturday. If there's still some sitting there, I might like buy like another one that I can open and play with. Which sounds really weird, but yeah. And like I said, but this does look a lot different from like what they looked like back in the day, And like I said, even like it's a little more, I don't want to say, it kind of looks a little like drag queeny, but it looks kind of a little drag queeny, but it's just kind of, like I said, I've forever been wanting the doll, and it's like, and I saw them on sale. I'm like, I'm gonna grab it. So that's what I did. I grabbed it. So, but I didn't even read anything about the box. I just grabbed it and bought it. But it contains like 2 fashion outfits, 2 pairs of shoes, glasses, microphone, hair comb. Which really, let's be honest, none of us really give a crap about the hair comb that comes with these dolls. It's like I think the original like Barbies and stuff, I think they eventually just stopped putting them in there. Because really, it's like none of us really give 2 craps about the dolls. And the original dolls too. It came with a cassette that played like 3 songs, which is really great. And I still have those cassettes. I don't want to play them, but it's like I still have the original cassettes to the doll. The doll that I had eventually ended up breaking, but it's like like I said, maybe I'll buy like another doll, like if there's still some there on like Saturday or whatever, and like that one I'll just play with and like mess around with, because it doesn't say how they like they play the song or where the song's played at, so I might have to look online and find out. Maybe there's a button back that plays. Oh, and the earrings used to flash. They used to have earrings, and the earrings used to light up, and the earrings used to flash. Again, they don't have that anymore. And it's like they were pretty much, couldn't compete with Barbie, and that's like why I think they went out of business and they stopped the cartoon. But it is what it is. You can't really like and it's like they were a lot bigger than Barbie. And I think that they downsized them a little bit. It's like I'd have to get like an actual Barbie and like look and see, but because I have a few Barbies, it's like I used to kind of collect Barbies once in a while, but I don't much anymore. But you like the little thingy? You want to see it? Yeah, Daisy's here to say hi to everybody. Oh, and this is also something I got. I got this for a gift from a friend in my Pride group, and it's like it does kind of light up. It's kind of bright or whatever. So try not to like blind anybody with the brightness of the light, but yeah, she might boot us off. So who knows? She did that the last time, but he made it for me, and it's from resin. And it looks a little like somebody. Maybe I'll be able to get her picture with it or whatever. But she's trying to figure it out. But Like I said, maybe I'll try to get a good picture with her, with it sitting next to it or whatever. But, again, I'm gonna like log off for the day. You guys rock glitter socks. And, thanks for watching my random rambling about like all the stuff that I got. I need to stop buying crafts, and I don't think I need any more. I think I've got enough to do till like for the next 2 years. So there's that. And then guys, thanks for watching. I might do a coloring page too. I haven't really decided, because I try to do one of these videos every week, but I only release it every 2 weeks, just because it's like that way I don't burn out. Like I'm like trying to get videos out so quick. So I've got kind of like a whole bunch like set all the way ahead. But again, you guys rock glitter socks, and like thanks for watching.